Today I will be reading the Crank Mail in the September 2011 edition of Freethought Today, which is published by the Freedom from Religion Foundation. Their Crank Mail is printed exactly as received, and I will read it that way. This one begins in all caps. Subject: fuck out of my country. Get the fuck out of my country, you fucking assholes. Have any of your sorry, bearded, hippie motherfuckers ever served in the military? I thought not, you wimp asses. P. Lick my dick. Signed, Barry Satoro. Subject: National Day of Prayer. Sir, to Dan Barker, why are you ex-Protestant? Did you do something wrong, and that is why you're no longer in the church? Signed, Diana Clinton. Subject: Freedom of religion. Just who in the hell do you pricks think you are trying to tell other people how to live their lifestyle and what they can and cannot say? By the way, us Christians are not all perfect holy saints as you supposedly think we believe ourselves to be. We're just forgiven for our sins. Well, I guess I'm sinning now. I am sick of your bullshit assholes like you people trying to kick religion out of our country altogether. How dare you piece of shit liberal groups try to force your agenda and keep others from practicing their beliefs openly. Signed, Robert Wilson. Subject: Ignorance is bliss. It never ceases to amaze me that a group of uneducated pagans continue to file bogus and ridiculous lawsuits. Do you bunch of morons think that you can accomplish the very things that Greece, Rome, Nazis, and many other perverted groups have failed to accomplish? I hope that you can get enough sunscreen, SPF 10,000, to help ease the discomfort from hellfire, to cover all of your perverted, pathetic followers, as well as those bunch of ACLU morons. Signed, Robert Keyes of Running Springs, California. Subject: Jesus. You see that earthquake in Virginia and hurricane in New York City? Jesus is speaking up, and there are people in this country who stand for what is right, and we will not stop praying or saying Merry Christmas. We will not take Christ out of things or stop flying the American flag, and if you don't like it, I say too bad, so said my dad. He will return, and when he does, you are going to be a sorry bunch of people. Signed, Sam Manguno of New Orleans. Subject: Prayer. Don't bother to answer me back. It's people like yourself that is accepting gay marriages and drugs in school and rape and children getting killed. I will fight with Governor Perry to pray. Signed, Diane Tabb of Spring, Texas. Subject: Response event. You have the freedom form religion. Stay out of it. Perry has more going for him than anyone on your board. You can continue to preach anti-God propaganda, and at the end, when your time comes, you will screaming for God to hear you. I am sure Madeline Murray screamed loud and cleared, and so will you. Think about it. Signed, Edward Fresquez of Sugar Land, Texas. Subject: Try this. Oy vey. Why not move your operation to Russia, China, Cuba, Iran, North Korea, or go south and move in with the fat little dictator Hugo Chavez? Anyways, as you continue to undermine the moral fabric of this nation, take the above suggestion, and good riddance. Signed, Marv Goldberg. Subject: Trample on others' rights to worship God. You're so gun-ho about America and its rights, yet you try to trample on others' rights. Get a life or move to another country. Signed, Sandra A. Subject: You lose in Texas. You are all pushy atheist pigs, from your leader down to your mailroom clerk. Start acting more like cows in this one character trait regarding any and all religious settings: contentment. Respond if you have the gonads. Signed, Rick Schlecht. Subject: Pathetic. I would name Kay Staley and others in your organization simply as pathetic humanists, except for your aggression against the U.S. Constitution by distorting its meaning. I believe that your goals are the subversion of the USA. Freethinkers? Hardly. Marxist enslavement thinkers is closer to the truth. Signed, Pauline of South Carolina. Subject: The Response Prayer Rally. Please take comfort in knowing that we will be actively exposing the big lie, the big myth of the church-state separation argument that your organization and the liberal media likes to put forth and erroneously toss around as fact. Until next time, in the name of the one and only true potentate, signed, Ms. LaShawn Washington, his servant, Ms. LaVon Washington, his servant. Subject: Hi. Well, I guess you're trying to ban our religious freedom. Didn't work, did it? Another one of you stupid motherfuckers who think because a few of you don't like religion, then it's law for the rest of the country. Fuck you, and go to a third world country, asshole. Signed, Rick Martin. Subject: Have fun in hell. It's sad how ignorant you and your organization is, and that your efforts will only encourage others to end up in hell. Please read 23 Minutes in Hell. You need to enjoy life here, because sadly, you are going to spend eternity in misery. You were created by God, not some man-made theory. Signed, Layla Jake of Lubbock, Texas. Subject: Hi again. And let me tell you something else. You cannot stop prayer. You don't have a clue, you mindless, blubbering pieces of shit. Again, signed, Rick Martin. Subject: What this country was founded on. This country was founded on the Bible. What makes you think that state and church should not be as one? I am sure that there are more of God's people than not. Saying that a school should not pray is wrong. Why don't you try NASCAR? They pray at every event. Signed, Clois Wright. Subject: Religious holidays. You must sue yourselves over your religious holidays celebrated by many. April 1st, April Fool's Day. You are so misinformed about the Constitution that it is funny. Your rejection of Jesus Christ is a death sentence. I would rather believe and find out that I didn't have to than not believe and find out that I had to. Who's the loser? Not me! Praying for you and those whose blood is on your hands. Signed, Sandor Lipsick. Subject: Outragged. I happen to live in DeSoto County, Mississippi. I believe in prayer in our schools. That's what's wrong with our society. Today, people like you push God out of our schools. I'd be damned if you stop it in our homes. Signed, Brenda M. Subject: Kentucky. Don't you morons have anything better to do? Get a life already. I'm not even religious, but you're not wanted in Kentucky. If you liberals want to parade around New York and California, have at it. But leave us alone. Signed, Don Watkins. Subject: Dan Barker in for rude shock. Mr. Barker, after hearing you talk on Fox News today about your belief that there is no God, all I can say is you're in for a rude shock when you die and come face to face with him. You're going to be sorry that you were ever born, as he has a special place for you. Signed, Vernon Donaldson of Leander, Texas. Freethought Today.